Okay, so we have already cleared part 1 of this game. Let's now move on to part 2, where we now basically need to lie down and get to sleep. And now it is cutscene time, the following morning.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Okay, so we've got the first part out of the way, and now we need to get onto the Animus. Okay, here we go. It is now time for part 2 of this game. And where for this part, we basically need to locate the Traitor. So, no data is available so far, and we basically need to go through
Select the memory you'd like to visit.
a cutscene in order to officially understand what is going on. Anyways, let's go! With part 1 of Memory Block 2.
You are exposed. Tackle people who are in your way to maintain momentum, and utilize your sprint ability when the path is clear.
And what I will do is basically split this up into a 2-part segment.
Alive. But I saw you stab me. I felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Alec thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Okay, so ultimately, as a result of us committing murder in Solomon's temple when Messiah was raided by the Templars, and as a result of us killing an innocent man, we've basically lost pretty much every single weapon we had on us previously. So now we basically need to start from square one once again. And, apparent as it might be, there was an insider to Robert Nassau, who was the name of the man in charge of the Templars. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we may have a tutorial to go through, but I don't know for sure. Anyways, the first thing we need to do is find out who exactly the traitor was. So, we need to head down past the fortress gates, and I think this is where we get a cutscene.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor.
Yes, begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Yeah, by the way, this mission also introduces us to how precisely we can basically get through with obtaining each of the memory blocks. So, we need to head down into the village just to find out who precisely the traitor is. So, just going to head down here, and might as well sprint down here whilst I'm at it, because I just want to get this mission over and done with. I'm also quite sure this is the shortest mission in the entire game. So, as you can see, we have no weapons on us at the moment because we are back to novice in terms of our current status, but I am pretty sure we should be able to retain each of our weapons once we progress our way through the game itself. So, this is more or less where I think the traitor could be located. Although, I do need to find him first. And I think where it is I need to go is down here. I am definitely closing in, so I must not be far away. I think I need to be over here. Oh, hold on. That's... oh, correction. I was right the first time around. And just because I want to be more adventurous, I'm going to use the walls. And this is how we eavesdrop. So, we need to look for a nearby bench. A bench that is close enough to the people we are going to eavesdrop. Move L3 in low profile towards the bench and sit. It is then here where we use R1 and then use L1 to eavesdrop on their conversation. Oh, that's not where I needed to be. And now we can press triangle to listen to their conversation.
I know what I saw. Mualim opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Mualim did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
I couldn't tell you who exactly the name of the traitor is, but officially we have now completed one of our investigations for this mission. And also, I would like to mention for the memory log, that is the name of the traitor. His name is apparently Masoon. And now we need to get over to our second objective, which means we need to pickpocket someone. And I think we need to head over here. I'm gonna climb up the walls just so I'm not wasting too much time. And and now this is where we need to head in order to locate a pickpocketer. We have no enemies here, so basically we just need to head over here.
It looks like he's being chased by someone.
Pickpocket. Press L1 to activate the pickpocket mission. And we need to be closer. Well, found one of the bonus items there for a moment, but I'm not going to focus on that yet, because I think it is fair to say there's no reason for me to focus on that yet, because we've not gone through the rest of the game. By the way, I should also mention we do also get bonus items. And okay, let's try this again, except for saying we are not going to fail quite as catastrophically this time.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Okay, so trying this again, except for saying we are not going to fail quite as catastrophically this time. Or hopefully succeed in pickpocketing. I think all I really need to do is just stay with him. Okay, I think this is becoming a bit too obvious at the moment.
Leave now and I'll let you leave.
Okay. Not quite going the way I wanted to, but at least I can say I'm still trying. Would probably also help if I stay with him.
I'd leave if I were you, before I really get angry.
Okay. He's looking behind. Don't want to get too close to him before I perform the tactic. But we shall wait and see what we can do. Let's see where he heads. Just trying to bide my time here. Okay, need to make sure he's caught up in a crowd first and he's not looking behind before I pull this off. Okay. Let's try this again. Looking behind him again. There we go. So that's what I needed to do. Okay, so now we need to find Masoon, who, apparent as it might be, is the man responsible for betraying the Brotherhood and effectively letting the Templars into the village. So I know precisely where it is I need to head, and also trying to stay out of these conversations. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I need to head up here in order to find the man responsible for committing these crimes. And I think he is here, and now we need to do interrogation.
Would see this dream destroyed. I see the way you look.
Okay.
Hear the things you
Too
say.
close.
A traitor? I'm not a traitor. It's Mualim who's betrayed us. Today's attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
And now we just need to follow Masoon to a secluded spot, which is right over there. Follow the despot to a secluded place and beat him until he speaks. So we need to follow him over here where no one is looking, and then once we are alone, we basically have to fight him until he reveals himself. So just waiting until we get over here so I'm out of sight. And now it's time to give him a beating.
Is it a fight you want?
Enough! I yield! I yield! Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
So now we take Masoon over to Mualim.
Stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Okay, so is that everything we need to do for this part? And yes, it is. Memory complete. And I'm just going to read this anyway. Masoon was executed by Al-Mualim for his treason, but even at the end, faced with the prospect of oblivion, he insisted his grievous work was just. I know not how Robert poisoned his mind, and I worry he is but the first of such men. The Templar must be stopped. So, that's officially the first part of this memory block down, and next time we shall be getting started in Damascus, and where the first man we need to kill on that list is Tamir, which I shall be doing next time. Stay tuned for more of Assassin's Creed.